Stephanie Ramos, who's at New York's Javits Convention Center, which has been turned into a hospital for COVID-19 patients. Stephanie, good morning to you.
Dan, good morning. That's right. The Javits Convention Center will soon become a massive 2,500-bed hospital for COVID-19 patients to take the strain off of New York's medical system. But New York's governor says he is still pushing for hospital equipment with the peak of the virus on the way. He says the state isn't ready. This morning, the current situation in New York is so dire, the federal government is deploying 1,000 medical military personnel to the state as the coronavirus crisis deepens.
This will be probably the toughest week between this week and next week, and there'll be a lot of death, unfortunately.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo saying the state may peak in the next several days.
We're not yet ready for the high point. We're still working on the capacity of the system. The more time we have to improve the capacity of the system, the better.
The Empire State reporting more than 10,000 new cases overnight and more than 600 deaths statewide, the most in a single day yet. Intensive care units like this one, Maimonides Medical Center in Brooklyn, full of COVID-19 patients. Meanwhile, others sick with the disease still waiting for beds.
We all took an oath. This is what we were born to do. So even if it's a little scary, this is something that has actually unified us.
In neighboring New Jersey, cases topping nearly 35,000. The governor saying it's now lost more people to COVID-19 than it did during the 9/11 attacks. Dr. Deborah Birx with the White House Coronavirus Task Force is telling Americans to brace themselves for the next 2 weeks, urging people who live in areas like Colorado, Pennsylvania, and the nation's capital to heed the stay-at-home warnings.
This is the moment to not be going to the grocery store, not going to the pharmacy, but doing everything you can to keep your family and your friends safe. And that means everybody doing the 6 feet distancing, washing your hands.
But the president seeming to contradict his team again, suggesting churches make an exception for the upcoming Easter holiday.
Maybe we could allow special for churches. Maybe we could talk about it. Maybe we could allow them with great separation outside on Easter Sunday.
The mixed messages coming as communities try to promote safe practices recommended by health officials. In California, police throughout the Bay Area are now enforcing social distancing.
The last time I was in front of you, I predicted that there will come a time where we have to cite. And that time has come. And we have begun citing.
And at one of the nation's largest retailers, Walmart, a big change.
Practice good social separation of at least 6 feet when possible.
The retail chain now limiting the number of customers who can be inside at one time, with lines snaking outside stores. But in Kentucky, one preacher not letting social distancing get in the way of worship this Sunday. Jack Roberts says he will defy a state order banning mass gatherings, saying he plans to go ahead with his service today.
We don't agree, and like I told them, they have a job, and I don't blame them for that. That's their job. And I've got a job. It's the call to preach the gospel. I will continue to do what I've done for the last 52 years, and that's to preach.
All this as concern grows in other parts of America. Cases surging in Michigan and Massachusetts. In Louisiana, state officials warning hospitals and medical staff are stretched thin.
We're not going to have ventilators, and we're not obtaining staffing from the local hospitals. We are here to augment the hospitals.
But in hard times, moments of humanity tend to shine. These critical care workers in California took the time to thank another group of frontline workers, grocery workers.
These people, they really do a lot for our community, and it almost feels like we should be giving them some stuff.
And we're seeing similar acts of kindness and compassion right here in New York City. Some grocery stores are creating fast lanes for first responders, making an exception and taking them to the front of the line. Whit.
Great to see those acts of kindness, especially right now. Stephanie Ramos for us. Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.